Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. My name is Psycho Gold, this is Psycho Gold Videos. Today we're going to be checking out My Hero Academia episode 27. Yes, that's right folks, we are back. Last time, My Hero Academia ended with everybody slightly recovering from the big tournament that had happened. Obviously, we saw that Ida's brother isn't doing very well at all. In fact, he may not 100% recover from what happened to him by the hero killer, Stain. And yeah, Stain's pretty much made it very clear that he is not someone that you want to mess with, and Ida unfortunately appears to have taken it upon himself to go and get revenge, which unfortunately I don't think he's able to get unless he has a lot more hiding up his sleeve, since Stain has already taken the lives of, what, 17 heroes I think, and he's put his brother in a wheelchair essentially. And these are all highly qualified, trained, experienced heroes, and Ida's barely done the first year, not even anywhere near through the first year of school, essentially. And it's like, I just really don't think that's gonna go the way he wants it to go, and I'm just really worried that he might actually die if these two have a fight and no one else is around to help him. So we'll have to see how that develops. In happier news, most of the other heroes went and got with an intern for who it is that they wanted to be with, and Urarak has gone off and decided to partner with a hero team that is all about combat to try and improve her fighting ability, and Deku has managed to get an internship with someone who means a lot to All Might, trained All Might from, I can't remember exactly, but I know that he used to know All Might's former predecessor. But I know that he used to know All Might's predecessor, and therefore he knows the secret of One for All, and is obviously experienced One for All changing hands firsthand himself. So he seems like the best person to help Deku try and get to grips with everything in failure of All Might himself. So I'm fairly confident this episode is going to show us where several of the heroes have gone on their internships, so let's jump right in and see exactly what's going to happen. Apologies in advance if I feel to you like I'm a bit sluggish or tired. I am. But I really want to watch this, and I really want to get this out here, so I'm doing it either way. But I just hope it's not too noticeable as the episode goes on. But without further ado, 3, 2, 1, go!
Gran Torino. かつて遊泳で1年間だけ教師をしていた私の担任だった方だ
Oh yeah, he was a teacher of All Might's. Give Deku a heart attack. Oh! Oh! Okay. They're more like standing side by side in this new opening. Okay. Oh, that is such a cool transition to the logo screen. I like that. Oh, Plus Ultra! Yeah! Yeah, I was gonna say, if you look at the scene again, you can easily see that there's a broken plate in front of him. Yeah. Oh, his voice just completely changed. He's like dark and deeper. What? Does he actually have like Alzheimer's or something? Oh, his hand permanently damaged. Hopefully. Maybe that'll recover in time? I don't know. Well, guess we'll just have to see. Oh! Here comes... Yep. Old hero still got it. Oh, I love how the way he's drawn. He's worse than a novice when it comes to teaching. Yeah. All Might was it emulating him. Yep. That is definitely true. He is most... Oh! Yeah, because you're worried about hitting him. I don't think that's gonna happen. The 9th holder. Oh, this dude knows what he's talking about. What just happened? Oh, I like him when he's back in his full costume. Oh dear. I knew it. I knew that was the reason he went there. He's got a one-track mind. Man's gotta do what a man's gotta do. But I'm surprised, to be honest. Yoda did not strike me as that type of personality. I like that. Oh. They're not getting along. Oh, okay. They're trying to train him in inverted commas? Like, you know, if you don't die, then you learn. Wait a minute, is he onto something here? Toshinori! We have the real name of All Might. Wait, did they both go to the same place? Whoa, he's got 4 arms. And their costumes look ridiculously similar. I've just realized how big he is. I mean, the size of him, and he's sat down. He's like, he probably could go toe to toe with Goro. Oh, okay. So they're actually explaining how this works. That's actually really cool. The way he talks is cute. Okay. Whoa, hello. Snake hero. Oh, okay. No. Oh, I was gonna say, she is still very much feeling that burden of losing that match. Don't say it's because you're hot. She saw heroes that could easily be very similar to her. Oh, it's that dude! Oh! Mount Lady is, part of them. Oh, of course he, Of course he ended up going to her. I'm amazed that she would offer. Oh well, at least, Sue got in a place with water. Ah, not exactly. He was outside listening to every word, my dude. He needs to stop thinking of it as an ability or as and just realize that it is an extension of himself. It is a part of him now. Like he said, you know, just being able to breathe is not a conscious thought, so just being able to use his power should be something that he can do without thinking about it. It's a bit like Neo trying to learn how to... Which again takes me back to Gran Torino is Yoda. Do or do not. There is no try. Stop body planting against the wall! I know you're superpowered, but use some actual real life physics! People can wall jump if the walls are closer together. You need to use the same principle. He's gonna go through the wall if he's not careful. Oh! So, All Might was a completely different student. Oh! Damn! Look at Gran Torino! Nah. No, that's too much of a breadcrumb. I'm not letting that go. At some point in the series, I theorized that there could be another holder of One for All out there. Now, I didn't really think that that was the case, but after hearing that, I can't help but wonder, is the 6th holder his friend who passed away, and the 7th holder was actually the one who killed him, and All Might is the 8th holder because he had to receive the power as the second choice. He wasn't actually supposed to be the original pick. And then they gave the power to All Might, and then he had to fight the 7th. Or at least that was the plan. But what if he never did? And what if the 7th holder never actually reappeared? Oh! It didn't take him long to figure that out. And oh, wait a minute, that's what All Might did. Has he just... Does that mean we might finally get Deku being able to do stuff other than break himself? Ha! He looks more like a hero now. Want to give it a try? He looks like he's All Might now, and that's it, isn't it? Oh, we get a new ending as well. Well, there you go, ladies and gentlemen. That was episode 27 of My Hero Academia. That was a fantastic episode. We got to see a lot of improvement for Midoriya. We finally have a glimpse that he might start being able to regulate his powers, and he started to understand the metaphors that All Might has been teaching him, and he can see now what he's been doing wrong. He's trying to force it all into one place when he needed to spread it out evenly, which when he says it out loud is actually freaking obvious, but since he doesn't actually know how it works and this is all new to him, and it's like giving one of us superpowers at the age of 25, 26, we've spent a decent chunk of our lives without powers, just suddenly being able to take them and be like, yeah, I got this, I won't break everything in sight or kill someone because I shoved them too hard. Yeah, of course, it's gonna happen. You're gonna have to take a very long period of adjustment time, and the only way you're gonna be able to practice is to actually use your abilities, which it appears that Gran Torino is very much aware of, as pretty much from the word go, he's been trying to goad him into using his powers, and he seems pleased that he went out and tried to practice at night. He didn't seem annoyed at him. But he also knew, I think, that it didn't matter whether he did or he didn't, because he wouldn't succeed, because that wasn't the issue. The issue was he wasn't understanding how to use his powers correctly, because again, as Deku himself actually said in this episode, he's been too focused on using them instead of just doing them. Which I know sounds like we might have all just been on a little bit of a hippie trend there, but it's true. Now that he's finally figured out how to kind of connect with his inner strength and his own power, I'm hoping that by the time he leaves Gran Torino, he will be 10 times, 20 times better than the last time we saw him. I mean, if he was able to use his powers so efficiently to fight against Todoroki in the tournament, then once he's had this training from Gran Torino, and then once he understands what it is he's talking about, and he goes back to All Might to continue his regular training, I think his power is going to be astronomically more useful, and he's going to be a much bigger contender for the rest of the year. And by the time that second year sports festival comes around, I think he is going to be someone that you want to stay the hell out of the way of. Because quite frankly, I agree with what Gran Torino is saying in that, in terms of potential, he is better than All Might, whose real name I wish I could remember because we just had it dropped and that was a huge moment, but it's gone. But, you know, maybe it won't be the last time it's mentioned. Either way, getting off point. Deku's abilities to learn other people, to plan, to strategize, to analyze, and to think up plans, and to be flexible with his approach to problem solving in the middle of a fight is almost more impressive than the power of One for All in and of itself. He could be so much more than I think All Might could ever be. All Might is the epitome of a golden age Superman as far as I'm concerned, but he also has all of the problems of that sentence in that, quite frankly, he isn't particularly bright, and he's not a very good teacher. He doesn't necessarily think through all of his actions. And like Gran Torino said in this episode, his only real redeeming quality as far as he was concerned was his body, which is why he appears to have taken the training method back then at least, to essentially pressure cook him into being ready by constantly beating on him, trying to force him to learn how to fight very quickly and on the go, which also, in my opinion, means that Gran Torino knew that there was a sense of urgency, that there was a threat that only a fully trained one-for-all user was going to be able to win against. Now, whether or not he did or he didn't, we don't know. I will have to wait and see. However, this brings me back around nicely to my little theory that the 7th one-for-all user and the 6th one-for-all user and the 8th one-for-all user are all linked. I think the 7th killed the 6th. All Might is the 8th, because he managed to somehow get a transfer of power from the 6th before the 6th passed. And I think that he was the second choice, essentially. He wasn't who was originally supposed to inherit One for All, because he himself even said that he didn't have a quirk, so maybe there was something going on in the background. I don't know. Maybe we'll see that one day. That would be pretty cool. Just learning more about the backstory of the One for All predecessors and All Might as a younger version of himself would be very interesting. And in turn that leads us to Stain, which he is very, very powerful, and his only objective seems to be to kill All Might, which I just assumed was very similar to the other heroes who wanted to kill All Might because he's All Might. But the fact that he doesn't like the fact that they want to kill All Might, like because they have no reason, they have no conviction, they have no code, makes me think, well, what's yours then? What's the point? What is it that is driving you? And now that those two pieces of information, those two theories, just suddenly went, oh, and I was like, unless, of course, he wants to kill him because they're the same. They're both One for All users, which would be very interesting because Slain... I keep wanting to call him Slain. Because Stain is very, very different in terms of looks, and, you know, he doesn't look like an All Might in terms of his physicality, but upon closer inspection of him in this episode, he is ridiculously buff, and he is very, very strong in order to be able to kill and brutally maim all of these heroes. And then, if All Might decided to go bad, or if Midoriya decided to go bad, they could potentially turn into a stain on society. Am I right? I don't know, guys. I might be completely off base, but I thoroughly enjoyed seeing all of the other students teaming up with their respective mentors, especially Bakugo. The fact that he's teamed up with someone who's determined to show him what being a true hero looks like. It isn't just about a show of force or destructive, malicious intent, which I think is exactly what he needs, and I hope that he can get through to him. Even though I don't think it'll change his personality completely, at least being able to tone it down would probably be a big help. Anyway, guys, that's going to be it for me for this episode. If you enjoyed this particular video, don't forget to leave it a thumbs up, drop a comment down below letting me know what you thought of this episode. But I'm afraid that's all we have time for. If you're new around here, don't forget to click subscribe if you enjoyed it. Check out the playlist of some of the other anime we've got going on, possibly even some live action shows, depending on when this episode actually goes out. But either way, guys, there's quite a fair amount of stuff to check out on the channel, so if you liked what you saw, there is more waiting for you. Just go and click the button for my channel and go look. Anyway, guys, that's it from me. So as always, I'm Psycho Gold, and I will see you in my next video. Psycho Gold!